this is Eman Booze. Now, a lot of folks been asking me lately, how come you never review a vodka? Well, there's a good reason for that. You see, I don't dislike vodka, but it's not my favorite spirit. So, and I also find that sometimes there's just not a lot of flavor in vodka. As a matter of fact, the government regulations for vodka labeling or calling a spirit a vodka, they call right out in the regulations that you need to distill it to neutrality, to where it's nearly odorless and colorless and flavorless. Now, I don't know nothing that's odorless, colorless, and flavorless, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about there. But a lot of vodka do just taste kind of like rubbing alcohol to me. But every so often you come across a really good one. And tonight we're going to review this here TOPO vodka from a distillery called TOPO Distillery. And it's short for Top of the Hill Distillery. Okay, so now these dudes started in Chapel Hill, North Carolina a number of years back making beer. They got a restaurant going and all that stuff. And then they decided to get into craft spirits. And they wanted the only USDA Organic distillers in the nation. They're sourcing all the wheat from within a 100-mile radius of where the distillery located. And they use this soft red winter wheat in most of, at least in these three products here. And so they're sourcing local, less than 100 miles from grain to glass. So that's a cool thing right there. Now, let's get back to vodka. Oh no, before we get to vodka, let's talk about what else they make. They got a couple little things here. Now, this the vodka, of course. They make this Carolina whiskey here, which is like a moonshine. It even says moonshine on the label. It's a moonshine distilled from the same wheat. And then they got this Piedmont gin, which we're going to get into these another day. And they also make an age-your-own whiskey kit where you can buy a little barrel and do it yourself. So, kind of cool. Now, they're also coming out soon. I don't know when, but see this little thing here? I haven't opened it up yet. Some kind of whiskey, so stay tuned for that. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you a couple of pictures here. So let me come around here and get the iPad on here and see what we got going on here. Alright, now I got to get this picture up that I found here before on Facebook. Okay, here we go. So let me get the camera close up so you can see what the heck we're talking about here. Now, so this is the equipment right here. Okay, now, over here on the left, this big tall thing, you can't even see it, keep going real high up. That's called a continuous column still. And they was one of the first to have one of these things. They're very expensive. But what it enables them to do is get all the alcohol out of the first run and use less energy in the process. So that's a good thing. So after they get all the, what they call the low wines, and that's the stuff that's about 140 to 180 proof or so, they get it from this still over here, this column. Then they stick it in this here copper pot still, all right? So it doesn't go through here, come up through here, and go into this real tall column. They call that the vodka column. This one over here, the whiskey column, they don't use that one for the vodka. So go from here into here. When it comes out of there, then it's a little bit higher proof. It's around 180 or so. Okay, I think it's about 180. And then they got to add some more water. They stick it back in here, and they distill it a third and final time till they get to that 190 proof. Because you got to get up to at least 190 proof to be classified as vodka. So let me move this on over here and get back on in the picture. All right. Now, why do we go through all that? Because it's important to know that when you got the right equipment and you know how to use it, you can make a really good product. And they're doing things that take other distillers maybe 5 runs, 6 runs, 7 runs, and each time you have an extra run, you losing flavor. They're not losing the flavor. Now here's where the secret is. And we're going to get into this in a second. But this vodka, and I done tried this last night, this vodka here actually has some flavor. It don't taste like no other vodka you've ever had, and I promise you, if you try it, you're going to be amazed. It's even good for sipping straight. I think that's how I'm going to drink it. I'm probably not even going to mix it into anything. I like it so much on its own. But what makes it so good is it's the type of grain, and it's a way they make the distiller's beer, which they have to do first before they can put it all into that equipment I just showed you. So they on to something here. They've been tinkering around with it for a while, and with the real strong beer brewing skills, they're using that, and they're making some really cool spirits. So let's give this a little evaluation here. Color's clear and beautiful. Of course, it always is for vodka. Let's give it a nose. Now, here is where the difference really comes in. You don't smell the bottle rubbing alcohol in here. This is great. You smell sweetness. You smell, to me, I smell like a toffee note into it, but I also smell some cereal grain, kind of like almost like rice cakes or something. It smells really good. It's definitely in the wheat. It's the wheat. We know it is. It even puts out a little bit of a nice fruitiness to it. It's real hard to pick up. It's real hard for me to tell you what it smells like. It's very difficult. But I also get like a whiff of vanilla in there. Now you don't taste that, but you can pick some of these things up in the nose here. I get the toffee note the most of anything. Maybe I'm crazy, and I know a lot of people probably won't smell that, but that's what I smell when I get my nose in here. Let's take a taste of it. Man, it's so tasty. You do get the classic vodka flavor in the mid palate and in the back palate, but it don't taste like the rubbing alcohol kind. But you get the classic vodka flavor. But you get this upfront sweetness, and you get these cereal tones to it that are really interesting. Let's give it another whirl again. I love the nose. The nose is crazy good. It's just so different from any other vodka. You will never smell a vodka like this, I promise you. I ain't never smelled one like this. Now, old Esteban McMahon, who's one of the spirits gods over there, told me that he has people to come over from Poland where they hand make some really good vodkas, and when they drink their vodka, TOPO's vodka, they say, this is how vodka's supposed to be. And they know the vodka over there. So these guys are on to something here. Let's give it one more taste. I can't get past the nose, it's so damn good. Super complex. I hate using that word complex, but that's what it is. Very well balanced, enticing, charming. You can't beat it. This is a sipping vodka here, and you don't find many sipping vodkas. I'm happy I got it. I'm happy I'm able to bring it all to you. And if this gets the estate, I know it's starting to get out there more and more. I think we just got it here in Maryland. It's definitely down in the Carolinas, so keep an eye out for it. And TOPO or TOPO, however you want to pronounce it, is fine by them. But TOPO for top of the hill. But I'll tell you one thing, they ain't the top of the old game. I'm Eman Booze. Catch me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course, for all my videos. MainStreetDistilleries.com. I write the Distillery of the Month column for them. And you might see these guys coming up as a Distillery of the Month here soon. Bye, you all.